So, hello, take two. Had technical difficulties first time round, so apologies if you were tuned into the original video and it cut off. So let's try again. It's Monday the 28th of February and it's great to be here. It's great to be in this room. It's great to see you and to be actually able to communicate with you. I've spent the last 5 days in my bedroom isolating because I had a positive COVID test. So I'm absolutely fine. I had very little ill health. I was absolutely fine. I had nothing more than a bit of a cold. But I had to stay in my room just because I wanted to protect the rest of the household from my germs. So I have finally managed to get out of my bedroom today after testing negative. Way! So it's great, and I thought I would just jump in and do our usual weekly live. So I hope you're well. I hope this last week has treated you kindly. We talked last week about tuning into your emotions and allowing yourself to trust your instincts and to be nurtured by Mother Earth and to be fearless about that and to own it. So let me know how that was for you. How has your week been? As I say, my week has been very quiet. I have been in the bedroom watching Gaia all week and just catching up on sleep and catching up on my watch list of things that I have been meaning to watch and things that I've been meaning to read. So it's been nice on one level, but I'm very glad it's over. It's also really important to be careful what you wish for. I said a couple of weeks ago that I would have loved a week off in bed to do nothing, and that's exactly what I got. So please be careful what you wish for. So this week I am using cards from the Starseed Oracle. So this is it. Lovely, it's a lovely shaped box actually. The Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. And it's very, very lovely. What I would say to you is that we have a real theme this week of trusting the flow, trusting that even though things may not be what they seem, that you can step into the flow of life and that you can learn to trust and set good boundaries for yourself. It's very easy to get caught up in the fear factory, okay? Very easy indeed to get caught in the fear factory and to have people are finding it very difficult, I think, to process what's going on with world events at the moment, and it would be remiss of me not to mention them. There's a lot of pain and suffering going on at the moment in the world, and the fear factory is winding itself up again. So it's really important that you don't feed that fear. Don't tune into the fear. Step into your own power. And that's what the cards are really saying this week. So the first one that's come up is the Breath of the Cosmos card. Breath of the Cosmos. This is asking you, where are you micromanaging? Where are you not trusting the mysterious force of the universe? Are you trying to force things to happen, to bend things to your will? Are you trying to make a, round peg fit into a square hole or vice versa? Are you trying to force the issue somewhere? And you'll know if you are because you keep hitting resistance. It'll feel hard, it'll feel heavy, it'll feel difficult. And that is an indication that you are micromanaging, the living from a space of trying to do something rather than just allowing it to flow and to come to you. And it's difficult because we think that we have to. We think we have to force things. We think we have to continually move forward like this, but we don't. The secret to life is to stop and to surrender to the flow of the energetic breath of the universe. And that's what this card's about. Breath of the Cosmos. Surrendering to the flow of energy that's coming from the universe. It is carrying you forward if you let it. But if you're trying to swim upstream, you're going to have a really hard time. So ask yourself, where is your focus? What are you trying to force? What things in your life are you trying to make happen? And where do you really need to stop and to surrender and to ask for guidance and to be led to the answer? Because that's much easier than forcing the issue. So it's a time for being really honest. Look at yourself. Where are you forcing the issue? Where are you micromanaging your life? Where are you micromanaging things and trying to force, force energy into a situation where it maybe doesn't want to go? Where are you feeling that you're hitting against a brick wall? I have this going on in my life at the moment, so this card's very appropriate for me. There's stuff going on in my life that's causing me to want to, I feel that I need to push for things to happen, yet I know intuitively that I need to stop and I need to just let it come to me, and that patience is key. It's just difficult sometimes when you're in it, but what I would say to you is to stop, take a breath, if necessary do some work with the violet flame to burn away any need to control things, and then come back to your centre and allow yourself to be led to the solution. The second card that's come up is called Lifting the Veil. So lifting the veil. Question everything. Anything that's unaligned must go. Often when we are encountering a brick wall all the time, or trying to micromanage or force, we're nearly forcing something to happen that's not actually in alignment with where we're supposed to be right now. Maybe where you're supposed to be right now is to stop and pause and wait. Likewise as well, perhaps everything isn't quite as it seems, and perhaps you do need to ask questions. This is a time of remembering who we are and remembering our power on this earth. This is a time for us to recall all the ancient memories that have been lost. This is a time for you to remember who you are. So question, what's no longer in alignment for you? What things in your life have you outgrown? Where do you need to let things go? It's also asking us to lift the veil and to shine the light on things that are wrong, to shine the light on things that are inauthentic, to question things, to speak for those who have no voice, to stand up for what's right, and to restore harmony, peace and balance. And quite often we can feel that we can't do anything, particularly with the world events that are going on at the moment. We feel helpless. Well, what we can do is tune into the energy. What energy are we feeding? Are we feeding peace or are we feeding fear? Are we able to visualize and send out positive ripples of healing energy into the world? Then yes, we are. Let's do that. Let's create a wave of positive intention and of love and of peace and of harmony. Lift the veil on all the old systems that need to go. This is a time where old stuff is being shed. It's being let go of. And as a result, there is chaos right now. But that chaos is necessary. Again, it's about trusting the flow. It's about trusting the breath of the universe, breath of the cosmos. This wind needs to blow through, clear out all this clutter, and then you can lift the veil and see exactly what is there to be seen. The last card that came up today is Weight of the World. And it may be that you're feeling that you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders right now. The card thanks you for everything that you do to care for others and to care for those around you, but it also reminds you that you need to fill your cup first. Working from a place of energetic depletion does not serve you or those that you want to help. So what do you need to let go of? What do you need to set down? What are you carrying that's not even yours to carry? So ask yourself those questions. What am I carrying? Is this even mine? Why am I carrying this? Why am I micromanaging? Why am I just blindly going with the flow of not understanding and trying to force things? What can I set down? What can I surrender into? What can I lift the veil on? Can I set the weight of the world down? Yes, I can. So rather in the morning than reaching for your phone and scrolling through your news feed or scrolling through, turning on the media and listening to the news, or, picking up, Instagram or Facebook or any of these social media platforms and scrolling to see what's going on. Rather than do that, set yourself energetic boundaries. Okay, instead of starting your day taking on all that stuff, why not start your day with meditation? Why not start your day perhaps with some mindful intentions and boundary setting for yourself to create the ripple of energy that you want to experience? Maybe exercise, journal, look within, do some work that's for you personally, and then go about your day. You filled your cup. I often say this, you cannot serve from an empty vessel. If you're making someone a cup of tea, you have to fill the kettle first. So fill yourself first before you go to serve others. And then you won't feel like you're carrying the weight of the world because you're full of energy. Because if you're burned out and you're allowing yourself constantly to be striving for things and to be really just working against yourself, you're depleting your energy. So at the end of the day as well, you can repeat that. Let go of anything you've picked up through the day. There's an exercise I do all the time where I am in the shower and I will say I wash off what I've picked up that's not mine to carry. I call back to myself any power that I've given away, and I see myself surrounded in love and light and in a healthy boundary. And that small activity, morning and night, really helps keep me grounded and keep me sane. And it might work for you too, so hopefully that will help. So let me know what you think if any of these cards have spoken to you this week. So Breath of the Cosmos, beautiful card. Breath of the Cosmos, lean into the flow, trust the flow, stop trying to micromanage everything, stop trying to control, living from a place of trying to. Allow yourself to rely on your own intuition and trust into the flow, that what will be will be. And it may be that right now the message is pause, wait, reflect. As we move into spring, as March comes to us tomorrow, there's a whole new energy month coming. February's been a bit difficult, but now we are in a retrograde free world. Time for things to move forward. We've got spring fresh energy coming in. Things will move, you just need to trust. So trust, trust, trust. Lift the veil. Question everything. Speak up for injustice. Speak up for those who have no voice. Question things, but restore harmony. Trust yourself. Trust the natural flow of your energy and your intuition. And the Weight of the World card reminds you to set clear boundaries, to set down the things that aren't yours to carry, and to give yourself the joy and the benefit of filling your cup so that you are able to move through your life feeling full of energy and not depleted. So hopefully that's helped. As always, this will be available later on YouTube. It'll be available on the blog, and it will also be available as a podcast on SoundCloud. So hopefully that has been of some assistance to you. Let me know what you think, and leave me a wee comment. Let me know how you are. Let me know what plans you have for March as we're moving into March. And those of you who are on the mailing list, you'll get links to all the various content this evening in the usual weekly mail shot, and then you'll have your March newsletter out tomorrow. So I will see you next week, and it's been really nice to check in with you again. See you next week.